Hey, mamas and friends, welcome to Unplugged with Just Wit, the uplifting podcast where we dive into faith, family, and motherhood. I'm your host, Just Wit, and I am beyond excited to have you here with me. So let's get started. Welcome back to the show. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. I didn't realize that this is actually going to be my last show in 2023, as well as the last show in season 1 of Unplugged with Just Wit. So today's episode definitely is a special one, and it's like the ending, but a new beginning. So let's just reflect on the end of the year and the highs and the lows and the triumphs and the challenges and even the growth that we really experienced in the past 12 months. So come on, y'all, and join me on this journey of really gratitude and self discovery as we bid farewell to 2023 in season 1 of Unplugged with Just Wit. So seriously, we are literally standing on the threshold of 2024. Can you believe it? I feel like this year went by so fast. So I feel like it's only fitting for this episode to be about reflection and all of the things because I'm reflecting on when I started this podcast and I'm like, oh my God, I'm doing a whole season. It's gonna be this many episodes, like it's gonna be forever. And baby, I'm at the last one. Like that is crazy. And this year for me has been a roller coaster. Like I feel like I've been transitioning, I've been pivoting. And I believe a lot of y'all can actually relate as well that we have been filled with unexpected twists and turns, some good, some bad. But I think we can all agree that this year probably was not like anything that we could have imagined, whether that is good or bad for you. But I really just feel like it was just yesterday when I was setting my goals and, thinking about the things that I wanted to do this year. And I'm really proud to say that I have achieved mostly all of them. And I mean, it's just like one thing I didn't really achieve, but well, two. But that's because I was in my own way, to be 100% honest. And a lot of times we can get in our own way with things. And it's nobody's fault but our own, but also just having that self determination, I think, is what really thrusted me. It was like I set out to do something and I did it. And I know for a fact that God had his hand on me and on it because I probably would have, I should be tired, but I'm not. Like, I'm super excited to keep going, but I know it's just like the supernatural hand of God, for real, for real. So, one thing I can say that I've actually learned is that life rarely goes according to plan. And it's the unexpected detours that lead to the most profound experiences. Like, I did not expect to, I don't want to say cut people off, but I didn't expect to take a step back from people. And I did, but in doing that, it helped me because I knew I needed to set boundaries. I knew I needed to not only set boundaries but really stop being a people pleaser. And it was just all of these things. So it was very profound. And while, things hurt and you just don't understand it, at that time, what really happens is when you look back and reflect, you're like, oh, I got it. And I mean, even just like looking back and being resilient at some of the things that I've experienced and in real time, like real time. And I feel like a lot of my good mom friends have weathered storms, navigated uncharted waters, like starting a podcast, getting on YouTube, starting a business, rebranding a business. But we are so much stronger now than we actually were before when you really take a moment to look at it. Like what I really want you all to do after you listen to this episode, get out a piece of paper and a pen and write down as many things as you can think of that happened to you this year and reflect on it and think about it. And I want you to know that you are still here. You fought. You are still here. So, I talked a lot about gratitude as well. And in the midst of like life challenges, I know it's crucial to pause and express gratitude for the positive moments. And I remember with the Mommy franchise, we did a 31-day claiming victory challenge or something to that sort. And I promise y'all, it seemed like from day freaking one, things was just happening during that whole challenge that we decided that we were going to claim victory. But it's almost like when you are running a race and you say, I'm going to win this race, and you have to train for it, and every obstacle could come. Like, that's how I felt. But really, in the end, we were very victorious and prayers were answered. And we came out of that thing, whether that was to have a stronger prayer life, whether that was to get answered prayers, like whatever it was, I just really feel like we came out a lot stronger. So with that list, like, what are you grateful for? I want you to take a moment and also like reflect on that too. Now let's shift to like personal growth, okay? Y'all know growth is a constant process, and I feel like each year, really each month, but each year brings new opportunities for self-discovery. So, what have y'all learned about yourself in 2023? What have you embraced in terms of change? Did you face any fears? Did you discover any hidden strengths, talents? This journey on like personal growth is seriously a continuous evolution, but really acknowledge your growth. It is a celebration of adaptability and resilience, because I think about personal growth and I am a lot bolder than I was before. Like, I'm becoming more confident in myself. I'm becoming more confident in saying what I mean and meaning what I say. And people may not like it, but I had to, because being a people pleaser, you burn yourself out and it's just not healthy, y'all. It's really toxic. Okay. So I have a question for y'all. Do y'all set like New Year's resolutions and everything? I'm not, I'm more of like a goal setting person, because I guess that's the same as a resolution, right? I don't know. But if you do, I think setting goals or resolutions or whatever is very important. But I also believe that it is crucial to approach them with kindness, flexibility, and grace, because you're not going to always reach them when you want to reach them. But the fact is, you're going to reach them. It may not be in that time frame. Like, you may have wanted to finish school, but you didn't finish it in that time frame. You may have wanted a baby, but you didn't have that baby in a time frame. But I want you to know that you need to be kind to yourself. You need to be flexible with your approach. You need to just really give yourself grace. It's a goal. It's a goal, which means that it's still attainable. Whether it's on your list from 2020, it's still a goal and it is still attainable, because life is unpredictable. Life is unpredictable. So sometimes we may envision a path, but it takes unexpected turns. And it does. It truly, truly, truly does. Like, I'm just sitting here thinking, like, oh my gosh, like, I never expected this or that. Like, I didn't expect my son to have a speech delay for real. Like, I knew he had a speech delay, but I didn't think it's not like really severe. But when I say I didn't expect it, I didn't expect that I had to just do more things. You know, people like, like, oh, your kid will talk, just read to them. That we've been reading to him. You know what I'm saying? Or, oh, don't do this or do that. What works for somebody else is not going to work for you, and vice versa. You know, so unexpected turns. I just had to pivot my approach to parenting just a little bit. But honestly, instead of having like those rigid New Year's resolutions, I got to lose 20 pounds and, 20 pounds in 20 days. Like, really consider setting intentions that align with your values and your aspirations. Like, use the SMART method. Seriously, it will save you time in the end, because if you know that you're slow to lose weight because of health conditions, don't set yourself up for failure. So allow room for growth and give yourself grace. So as we wrap up like this whole reflection and the podcast and everything, y'all know I'm gonna encourage y'all to do something. Take some time for self-care. Okay? Self-care. I love self-care. I think it's phenomenal. I think you need it. It's for your health, it's for your physical well-being, all of the things, and even taking in just the moments, right? Just being in the moment. That is so important. So whether you journal, whether you take long walks, whether you create a space for you, for your thoughts, for your emotions, for your feelings, remember you are resilient and you are evolving, okay? And you are capable of navigating this beautiful complexity of life. You got this, mama. You got this. Give yourself a pat on the back because you did wonderful. You walked through fires. You walked through things that you never expected or anticipated. You thought that, your life was going to change in a major way, but God had other plans. And if you don't understand why He has done some of the things He has done, I encourage you to get in your prayer closet, honey, and be like, God, we need to have a conversation. So, as we bid farewell to 2023, let's really carry forward the lessons, memories, and growth that have shaped us. And I just want to say thank you for joining me on this reflective journey. And also, cheers to you, clink, clink, to the new year filled with possibilities, growth, and really just learning. I think 2024, like we transitioned. Now it's time to activate that thing. Okay. So before I go, I do want to say that I am launching my group coaching program, Activate Your Purpose. And if you feel like you are ready to really activate your purpose, you know what your purpose is, but you just need a little push, go ahead and go to the description, click the link and join the program. It is going to be impactful. It is going to be powerful. You will join other moms and we're just going to get this thing going because we're not talking about doing something in another year. No, we are doing it this year. So I just want to wish all of you a joyful and fulfilling 2024. And I will be back in March of 2024 prayerfully. And I just want to say Happy New Year to you all. I love you all. Thanks for your support. Continue to follow, and share this podcast, okay? And until next time, it's your girl Jess Witt signing off. Thank you for listening to the Unplugged with Jess Witt podcast. Before we part ways, remember to hit the subscribe button so we can keep the conversation going. And hey, don't keep all this goodness to yourself. Don't be shy. Share this podcast and spread the love on social media. Until next time, keep rocking that mom life with lots of Jesus and know that you're doing an amazing job, sis.